Most folks are honest, but there's always one bad apple looking to make a sometime emergency situation for you a windfall for them. We're talking car repairs. Dick Epstein of the Better Business Bureau has what to watch for when you think you might be getting scammed by a mechanic.
Well, yeah, you're right, Stephen. It's always a concern to us. Better Business Bureaus have handled thousands of complaints on car repairs, and most shops are honest. I mean, they really are. We don't have a real problem with crooked car repairs, but a lot of it is just communication, even when the shop is honest. I had a complaint from a lady who was very upset. She had left her car in to have it fixed. She said, "Do you have an idea how much it's going to be?" They said, "We don't know until we get into the repair," which is true. And then when she called and said, "Is my car, what's it going to be?" They said, "Oh, it's all done, and it's going to be $495. Well, they had never called her to tell her that, and that's what the real problem was. The repairs were correct, they were done properly, but shops need to follow responsibilities and communicate with consumers, and you can't have a situation where they just surprise you with an expensive bill. In Ohio, and some of this is still true in Michigan as well, there are laws on car repair. For example, if the amount of the repair is going to exceed $50, and that's virtually every repair, the repair shop has to give you your choice of a written estimate, a verbal estimate, or no estimate if you're okay with that. Often what we run into with mechanical problems inside a car, the shop will say, "We don't know how bad the problem is till we get in there, and then we can call you and let you know how much the repairs are going to be." That's fine, but you make sure they've got a good working phone number for you to get in touch with you. And also, they have the right to charge an estimate fee if you don't want the repairs. Like if they take your engine all apart and then they have to put it back together again, that's going to cost you some money. But you can insist, call me and let me know before you go ahead with the work.
Yeah, now,
and they should do it.
You know, Dick,
yeah.
When you take your car in, it's happened to me, I'm pretty sure you and everyone else, sometimes you go in for one thing and they say there's something else. Is there a requirement for them to give you a call or anything else before they start working on that?
Absolutely. The law says that if the amount that they're going to charge you is more than 10% above the estimate, by law they have to call you and let you know. We found some other problems, and this is, as you say, Stephen, it's a very common problem. We found this wrong and that wrong, and it's going to be more money. As long as they call you and get your verbal approval over the phone, they can go ahead and do the work and charge you the higher price. You also have a right, not that you're interested in this, but you have a right to get your parts back. I don't know what you're going to do with your old spark plugs, but they'll give them back to you if you want them. But as I said, they have a right to charge for the estimate. And that's one of the places we get complaints. People say, "Well, he didn't fix the car. Why am I, having to pay for this work?" Well, he had to do a lot of work to find out what was wrong with the car. Obviously, and I don't even know why you have to say this because it's so obvious, it is illegal for a shop to charge you for repairs they did not perform or to try and sell you repairs that are not needed. Those are against the law. If you run into a situation like that, we're interested in knowing more about it at Better Business Bureau. And for that matter, we work with the attorney generals of both Ohio and Michigan. When we find a shop that's doing illegal repairs, we work with the government on it to see if they have to be investigated for that. But the important thing is communication. How many times have I talked to a consumer who left the car, they said, "We'll call you," and then they don't call? And you call them and say, "Well, how's it coming? How's my car coming?" "Oh, well, we forgot to call you, but it's actually going to be X dollars." They have to communicate with you and let you know what's the expenses. Otherwise, they could be violating the law. And, even if they're legitimate, you lose trust in a shop if they don't communicate with you honestly and forthrightly. And most shops do. This is a rare problem, but it is a problem, and it's something that we want to make sure consumers are aware of.
Well, Dick, thanks so much, and really a relief to know that similar laws in Michigan as well, because we're so close to the state line. So we really appreciate all those good nuggets this morning.
Thank you.